The last 3-Minute Thursday was focused on cutting down time when you did your feedback on student writing in Google Classroom. This is going to extend that and show what you can do with students when they have the comments. The first thing is you're going to share your comment bank or bank of comments with your students. And like I said, I have one from Teachers Pay Teachers that's excellent. And the way that you would share that with your students is you're going to go into your class and you're going to create an assignment. And the reason you have to create an assignment is because you want to have every student have their own copy. And I'm going to title Proofread Comments. And I'm going to add from my Google Drive the document that I used from Teachers Pay Teachers, but also you can create your own. And because it's not popping up, I will search for it. So I'm going to do student proofread. And here's my document. Going to insert it. Don't forget to change it to students, make a copy for each student because they want their own comment bank so that they can put in the comments that they are struggling with and the ones that they need to work on. So I am going to assign that to all my students. And I'm not doing a due date because I want them to be able to have the ability to use this throughout the year. They will go into their Google Classroom and they will comment, or they will click on the Proofread Comments Bank, and they'll click on their Google slide. And then they'll also go back to their classroom and they're going to open their writing piece. And at this point, they're going to look for any of the comments that I applied to their writing. So this student would look and say, okay, I need to work on number 11. So they will go to number 11 and they're going to put the date that the paper they're looking at. So I'm going to put 12/9 and they'll put a 1 down there for, they got 1/11 comment. And then they're going to go and they'll go, okay, I have a 1 comment. So I'll go back to my 1. And so they'll go through each one and they'll see how many comments they have for each activity. Then what they can do is they're going to go down to the very bottom and they would want to find 3 of those comments that they came up most in their writing. So they would paste in the example of their error here. Then they would fix it there. And then their goal for their next writing piece would be to, if it were about commas in between clauses, then they would say, I'm going to include my commas in my clauses. And each writing piece, they're going to do an update and see how many comments they got for that error to see if they're growing in their writing and making sure that they are doing their fixes. So this is a way that you can have students have the ability to look at the comments that you've given, and you have to number those comments, remember, in your comment bank. Look at those comments, and then they can go in and set goals for themselves. And I would recommend like 3 goals per writing piece. And if you would like information on this document that has the proofreading list, you can email me and I can get that for you.